Hi everyone, author MJ Gallagher here, and I'm thrilled to announce the public release of episodes 1 to 3 in my video series exploring the compilation lore and Easter eggs from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. The episodes total more than an hour's worth of viewing and can be enjoyed for free at the link below. To get you started, here's a little preview from each. One thing that did strike me as different though is the way in which the liquid Mako behaves at the depths of the reactor. The original game's background was pretty limited as it mixed 2D paintings with 3D models, so it's possible that this was how it was always envisioned. However, it seems pretty turbulent beneath the platform where you battle the Scorpion Sentinel, but that could just be the giant pumps. Or maybe this is how Raw Livestream is supposed to act. When Cloud goes to plant the bomb on the reactor core, he has a moment of mental trauma. He sees a black feather floating down onto the grid and evaporating. This obviously relates to Sephiroth, but it's actually a retcon from the original game. The final boss in Final Fantasy VII is the one-winged angel himself, presented in his Safer Sephiroth form. However, Safer Sephiroth's wing is not black, it's multicoloured. In fact, there's no black on it at all. This was actually introduced in Advent Children, and the image has stuck ever since. In the passageway, he asks Sephiroth how his former captain could be present given that he killed him. This is a pretty big deviation from the original, as it isn't revealed how Sephiroth died until much later in the game. When Cloud first recounts the Nibelheim incident to his comrades at the inn in Kalm, the story ends with him challenging Sephiroth, but having no clue what happened after that. All they have to go on are the official reports that Sephiroth was killed in action. Conversely, I've seen a lot of people complaining that the creators have retconned how Cloud's mother died. In one of Cloud's flashbacks here, he sees his home alight, and Sephiroth's voiceover talks about how she begged him to spare her son's life before her flesh yielded to the steel of the Masamune. However, in the original game, while it can be agreed that Cloud's mother died as a result of Sephiroth's actions, it's never really confirmed if this was by his sword or by the fire. When Cloud arrives at his home in the Calm version of the story, it's already an inferno, and many other townspeople lie slain in the square. In the livestream version, Cloud simply wakes up outside his house to the same scene. Therefore, the sequence in Chapter 2 of the remake provides clarity on the manner of his mother's death, rather than retconning it. Before heading down to the basement, Tifa makes Cloud a couple of cocktails at the bar. The second of these is red in colour, and the house speciality, called the Cosmo Canyon. This is a multi-layered reference. Firstly, the Cosmopolitan is one of the most famous cocktails in the real world. Secondly, while it isn't made clear in the international versions of the original game, Avalanche was not founded by Barrett. In fact, as is confirmed in the Ultimania Omega, the organisation has its roots in the study of planetary life, which is of course based at Cosmo Canyon. Therefore, the house speciality cocktail is a hidden in plain sight allusion to Seventh Heaven being connected to Avalanche. The remastered version of Episode 4 is now available through KupoCon at www.patreon.com/KupoCon. Patrons are granted 14 days early access to each episode, with their pledges helping to support the project. For more information, follow KupoCon's social media channels at the links on screen. If you haven't already done so, I also invite you to check out my own Patreon account, where you'll find free downloads of all of my Final Fantasy novels and much more. Subscribers get access to a huge amount of original content as well, including project artwork, behind the scenes podcasts, mythology articles, etc. And be sure to look out for my new book, Norse Myths That Inspired Final Fantasy VII, which launches in mid-2020. Thank you for watching, and take care.